right, what is up, Hookah University? Bob is here. How's everybody doing tonight? It's been a while since I've done a live review, so I figured I needed to do one and catch up with everybody here. And I've been thinking about what can I talk about that I haven't already, reviewed before. And everybody talks about the Russian and German products, which we all know are phenomenal, and there's so many out there right now. But I've had a lot on my mind, especially what's going on in the community with flavor bans and things going on in our country here in the U.S. And I thought, what better way to support the community, United States, U.S. products, and to talk about Regal Hookahs, okay? Regal, made here in the U.S. by George Johnson, the man who's been helping fight the flavor ban with the hookah chamber for quite a long time. The man never stops working for us, for all of us, for our rights to be able to enjoy what we love and do every day. And so before I get started, I wanted to go over with you, if some of you haven't heard yet, there is, the Hookah Chamber has come up with an organization called the National Hookah Community Association, the NHCA. There is a website here. I don't know if you can see this. Get it online here. You need to go on here, and if you can become a member, it's a monthly membership fee, the lowest being $10 a month. It sounds like a lot, but it's really not when you think about what these folks are doing to save hookah for all of us. And so much is going on, and so much money is needed to help save our rights to be able to enjoy this hobby that we love so much. And these flavor bans that have been going on, especially on the West Coast, are definitely going to make it across the U.S. if they ever do happen. California is just the beginning, and I know there are a few other states that are fighting it right now. Who knows? I mean, a place like Texas right now, everything's pretty open, but who knows? It could come here as well. So, these people are working hard, and they need our support and our funds to help with lawyers to fight these bans. And really, if you can get on this website, let me get you the address here. It is, just go to the National Hookah Community Association.com, and you can go in there, and they got all different kinds of membership benefits here. They talk about your monthly fees and all that stuff, and really, for $10 a month, just auto debit it. You wouldn't even miss it. It's a cup of coffee or two, It's 2 Starbucks drinks for the month. So really, if you can go ahead and be involved, this is your community, and we all need everybody to help and support. So let me see who's on right now. Let's see, Ali, how are ya? Stefan, how's it going on? Tanner, how are ya? Don't have a lot of people on, but that's all cool. It's fine. Everybody can come on later or rewatch this as well. That's why I record the lives and I post them when I'm done, and they'll also be up on my YouTube channel. So what are we doing here today? We're going to talk about the U.S.-made Regal Hookah. I'm going to, hey Tanner, how are you? I'm going to more look at the ones that I have, which are the custom models that George makes. They have the standard wood hookahs that George has in many different types of woods and colors, and they average from $225 and up depending on what you get. But I have all the custom resin ones, and I want to just show you the beauty of these hookahs and how well they smoke. Then we'll go ahead and pack some Tangiers, and we'll smoke together and just chat. So let me turn the camera around. I want to show you what I've got here. So let's flip the camera around, show you some of these outstandingly beautiful pipes. This one right here, we got that Regal King. This is my lineup of beautiful Regal custom resin hookahs, okay? And every one of them is outstanding. Most of them don't come with bases, but you can talk to George and work something out. I have 3 Eggerman bases on here, starting from the left side with the blue one, going all the way back to the King, except the black one there. The black, and of course the one in the middle. Those are just standard bases you can get anywhere, okay? But those are all Egermans that I was able to find that go really well with the hookahs. And as far as the trays go, when you buy a Regal, you have a choice of 2 trays. You can either get the Crown, which is around 50 bucks, which is really cool. It's a very functional tray. It's aluminum, of course, and it's anodized. Or you can get a standard flat round tray, which is about half that, about $25. I just like, you know, the Crown. It just looks pretty badass on these pipes. And George does a phenomenal job with them. So let's just take one apart, and because they're very basic, there's not a lot to them, but they smoke phenomenal. And we'll just take one apart, and we'll just go through it. I'm gonna start, I think we'll just go with this King first. So let me flip the camera back around, and we'll go over this, and show you the King. Tanner, what's going on? Stan, how you doing, my brother? It's been a long time, long time. So first of all, let me take the tray off, of course. As we know, it's got the really nice, it's got the Regal logo on there, anodized aluminum, very good tray. It's very functional, even though it looks like a Crown. I like the style. If you don't, you can go with the regular flat round tray. That's about 25 bucks. This is about 50 bucks, okay? And, oh, let me show you real quick something here you can also get, which is kind of neat. Now, I have I have the Hookah John base mat down here, but on top of it, I have the Regal heavy duty rubber base mat, and these things are really, really nice to use. You can see they're pretty thick rubber, very nice, and I really, really like this to complement your hookah when you're setting it up. But I wanted to show you that before I forgot, because I love this base mat. It's got the Crown, you know, around it as well to just go with the rest of everything else that you're putting together here to make a nice setup, right? So, all right, let's flip the camera back around. Let's go over the hookah. All right. All right, I got some new reading glasses, so I'm breaking them in. But anyways, all right, so I'm going to take this apart. And what I did on this for, you know, you could put pretty much any grommet on here, you know. This one happens to fit my Egerman the best. It's just a very, very thin white grommet. Again, this is the Egerman base that I got to go with it. You can get any base you want, of course. If you like, you know, if you like this style base, you can, or you want to go with any kind of base, you know, whatever fits your hookah, okay, style. But anyways, I just want to show you the detail that George puts into here. Look at that. I mean, this handmade resin pipe is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, the workmanship that goes in here is incredible. He builds these with a anodized aluminum heart, okay? You have your hose port here, okay? You just need a grommet to put in here, no big deal. Most of them come with a grommet, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm sorry. Tanner says, if I'm not mistaken, the Crown trays don't fit on the first gen Regals. Ron from Vapor Hookah Lounge had a Regal. That is very true. First gen Regals, the Crowns don't work. There are a few things that don't fit with the first gen, but not many of us worry about first gens anymore, because if you're looking to buy a Regal, you're not going to have to worry about that. But anyways, so anyway, your purge port is right here. Okay, it unscrews. It's got the holes here, okay, and purges out the bottom of that little crown. You got a standard size, well, larger than standard purge ball that goes in there. That comes with it, okay, and again, just screws on. You've got a stainless steel down stem, okay, that does not detach, okay, so this is a one-piece pipe. You know, it's not modular, so everything stays together. So there's no diffuser, and if you're interested in a diffuser, I think Spire Hookahs can make one for you. I had Spire make me one, and it was 3D printed, and it actually fits on here really well. So if you want to get a diffuser, Regal doesn't make them, nor does it come with a diffuser. It's just an open-ended pipe, stainless steel, very heavy, but the quality is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, just if you look at the detailing here that goes into these pipes. Now, I will tell you, these these custom resin pipes do come with a price. They are very premium. This one was somewhere around $1,200, okay, and that was without the base, and but it did come with the crown tray. So yeah, this is a premium pipe, and I'm not saying this is what you have to get, but you can get a really good, you know, a standard Regal hookah, the wood ones, you know, for $225, I think, at Hookah John right now, and it's the smaller ones. I believe it's a Prince he's got right now. So that is something you can get. And you know, so many of the best lounges that I've been to, especially on the West Coast, all carry Regals. You've got the Atmosphere, where Arby, he has nothing but Regals in his lounge, and serves that with mostly Tangiers. You can get other tobaccos, but pretty much that's the standard, a Regal hookah. And actually, while I was there visiting him, he just got a delivery of, I don't know, about 25 or 30 new beautiful, beautiful pipes from Regal. And so he's got them. You've got Oasis in Las Vegas, Jack's Place, it's got Regals. You've got Mo's Place, okay, Velvet in Ontario, he's got Regals. I mean, some of the best lounges carry the best pipes. And you know, I really want to support George and his products because it is a U.S. made company, and they are it's a U.S. product made here in the USA, and he's working so hard to fight for our rights, and I want to support him, his company, and what they're doing for us, because our rights are on the line every day, and they're fighting every day for it. Ollie says, do you prefer smoking the Regal with the diffuser or without? Honestly, I smoke my Regal 99% of the time without the diffuser, only because I don't want to go looking for it because it's in my closet somewhere. It's really not that loud, and I'll let you hear it when we smoke together. You'll be able to hear how it sounds without the diffuser. It's not super rumbly. It's not that bad. Of course, you're going to hear it, but it's not as quiet as some of your diffused pipes, but it works really, really good. So I'm going to put this. I want to show you a couple other pipes here before we start packing a bowl here. So let me put this back. I'm going to show you another one here. Another beauty. Let me show you. Let's go. Let's go with this one. I love this pipe. I got this one as well over, I got this during Expo 2 years ago. My wife actually picked this one out and got it for me. And as you can see, this is absolutely phenomenal and stunning. I think this one was in the close to $700 range. Again, these are the high-end resin ones. You can get the wood ones that are quite a bit less, but smoke just as well. You're just talking about a different type of material used, either wood or resin. So, and there is a lot of handwork detail that goes into these pipes. So, you know, you're paying for his craftsmanship. And, you know, if you can afford to get one of these, I contact George, and he can make you anything. You have a design in mind, contact George. He can put it together. He's done some phenomenal things, pine cones inside them. He's done some really cool stuff. So, you know, go ahead and, you know, you can always contact George, and you have something that's on your mind, and say, hey, can you make me this with resin? And I'm sure he can do it. But yeah, I would go ahead. Stan says, well, oh my God, that's beautiful. Thank you, Stan. Yeah, there's so many of them. This one I got is an ebony one, and he does not make this wood anymore. This black ebony is absolutely phenomenal too. I don't know, it's hard to tell my lighting, and it's a little bright in here. I got a new light in here to try and make it brighter for my lives. But this one is absolutely phenomenal, and he actually is not making this resin wood anymore. So I got the last one. I was very, very happy and proud to get that. But as you can see, there's not much to them. I mean, they're very, very easy to clean pipes. I know they're not modular. What I do is I put a funnel on the top. I got a little bucket of water, or if you got a hose that's long enough, just use the funnel and just run hot water through it, and it's clean. And use a little brush if you want to, but pretty easy to clean. I mean, I've got so many complicated pipes. I mean, here, let me show you. We've got some of these crazy pipes here, like the Aeon 4 and the stimulation. There's so many moving parts and things with these pipes. They take forever to clean. They smoke well. And of course, they're stainless steel. They're going to last for a very, very long time. And so will your Regals. They'll last forever. It's just, you know, just different product, and it's made right here in the good old USA. So, you know, it's a product that I truly love, and it's the way it smokes. It's amazing. I love the draw on it. And of course, everybody knows I use molasses catchers on my pipes. And when you put the molasses catcher on, you're going to have a tad bit of restriction more, but not much. And maybe that's something that will help you, because it's an open pipe. If you like a little bit more restriction, throw a molasses catcher on it, and it will take up the draw a little bit, so that would help you out as well. But it's definitely a great pipe. So we're going to go start packing a ball. Hold on one second. Alexa, turn on hookah burner.
Okay.
Just turn on my hookah burner. So we're getting that hot now, and I got coals already on the burner. So let's go pack a bowl. We're going to go pack some Tangiers. So let's bring the camera. All right. Stan, I appreciate that. All right. So, turn the camera over here. Hopefully y'all can see pretty good. All right. Put that over here. Had Alexa turn on the burner, and I got that little trick from DJ Splice. Splice has his whole house ghoul set up, so I kind of, when I went to his place and smoked with him, he had his burner turned on and off by Google. So I was like, I got to do that with my Alexa. So pretty cool. So what are we going to do today? All right, I'm going to use this stone bowl, and kind of nice. It's got the nice little cracks and patina around from use, right? So we're going to use this bowl. It works really good with Tangiers. It's nice and deep. I can really pack it well. I'm going to use some Zomo foil and a little poker here. And what are we smoking? I'm going to be smoking bug powder. This package of bug powder I just got recently. It's actually produced in August of 2018. So it's a pretty good batch. You know, with bug powder, it's made with the leftovers of all the cashmere line. And every time bug powder is made by Tangiers, it's never 100% the same. So it's always pretty cool to open up a pack of bug powder and see what you're getting out of it. And if you like the cashmere line, you'll love bug powder. So we're going to do that with some cane mint. This is straight 96, not 96A. It's not the cane mint alpha. I do have that, but I don't have any in my container right now. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, get my bowl here. And we're going to start with the cane mint first. Now, I'm going to smoke about 75 bug powder, 25 cane. And again, we're packing Tangiers. You don't have to make it hard. It's not hard. There's so many different ways and methods of doing it, but whatever works for you. Now, I have a couple different methods that I do when I pack my bowls. Tonight, I'm going to do the RB method of the atmosphere. Okay, Hookah John has a method that I love his method too, where he actually packs the bowl, and then he takes the foil, puts the foil over the top of the loosely packed tobacco and smooshes it down to pack it in, and then tightens it and pokes it. I'll show you the RB method, and I love the RB method. And you know, there's some, you know, Eric's belief with Tangiers was that the tobacco was not supposed to be touched by your human hands. Okay, he thought maybe the oils affected the flavor of the tobacco. So that's why he invented the use of an oyster fork when packing. He's the man that came up with the fork, okay? So that's what the fork was for. You're supposed to just use a fork and your hands never touch the tobacco. Now my hand's going to touch it when I pack it very lightly, but I'm going to use the fork. So what you're going to do is, okay, you're going to take your bowl. I'm going to show you. I'm just going to put it in here. You're going to pack it in pretty dense. Just going to throw it in, and then I'm going to see where I'm at and then add more as I need it, okay? So like I said, I'm going to do about 75, 25, and we're almost there now. So that's about 75%. So then I'm going to take my fork, take it from the center and pull back. Pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Take it and the stuff that's coming over the side, push it back into the middle again. Then take your fork, okay, put it in the middle here. And I can see I need a little bit more, so I'm going to take it, put some more in there. You want it really packed in there good. With this, you can go 4 rounds of coals. I mean, if you wanted to. I usually use 2 to 3 rounds of coals and then move on to another bowl, only because I have a lot of tobacco. So that's why. So take your fork, push it in here, move it from away from the spire, right? Using the the front of the fork, pushing it in. That's good. All right, that's pretty much it. Take the excess off the edge. We'll clean that up later. All right, so now we're done. Okay. Oh, look at that. You know what I just did? I just grabbed the wrong, I'm talking here, and I put cane mint in here. We don't want that much cane mint. All right, so I'm just going to take some of it out. Like I said, 25. I thought I had the bug powder in my hands. But that's all good. We already got the cane in here. We're ready to go. No big deal. We'll just leave 25% in there. And let's go to the bug powder, all right? So, of course, I don't want cane in my bug powder. Wipe the fork, okay? All right, let's open this up. Fix this coals, keeps flipping over here. I'm going to turn the fan on here. I have this little fan, it helps get the coals going faster. All right, move this over here. All right. Okay, so now make sure, as always with your Tangiers, you mix it up real well with your fork. Get all the juices flowing, right? Ollie says, do you ever layer Tangiers? No, I don't. I separate them. You can layer it. It's just not the way I do it. I mean, I've done layered packs before, and for me, I like to separate them. When I separate them, I get all the different flavors that I want at once. Not going through a flavor, then moving into the next. That's just me. But if you like that, then that's what matters. It's your bowl, your hookah, your rules, right? So, again, we don't make this hard, okay? So, all right. Yeah, I screwed up. I grabbed the wrong bowl. I thought I had, the wrong tobacco. I thought I had bug powder, and I had cane, and I overpacked and just took it out. No big deal. And then we move on. Again, keep packing it in, all right? Pulling back with the fork, like I said, like that. Pull away from the spire, okay? All right. Clean off the edge here. All right. Now, this is the Arby method. How Arby and Atmosphere does it, okay? See how that is? A little overpack right now. Just take it. Just go ahead and clean your spire. Make sure nothing's there going into your bowl. Then we'll rinse my hand here, get the tobacco off, and I'll show you what we got. All right, we're gonna always wipe the edge of your bowl here, but you don't want that bacon on the sides, right? After you put your foil on. All right, that's the Arby method. Look at that, firmly packed, right? Looking good. Okay, and that's just one method. I mean, I do Hookah John's method too a lot, where I put it in, mash it down with the foil. Now, let me put this away. Put my tobacco away. Because, you know, guys, I clean as I go along. I am not a mess. I'm a neat freak. What can I say? I hate it, but that's what I am. All right, so let's foil this sucker, okay? I'm not promise you gen good, but I'm going to do my best. And I don't go crazy, okay? Take it, make sure you got your bowl centerized. Cut my bowl and start working my way around, okay? Work my way around. So I'm pulling, working my way around, pulling and tucking. Now I'm going to restretch my foil again after I poke my holes, because when you poke your holes, right, what's going to happen, you're going to push your foil back down into the tobacco. But, all right, how does that look? It's pretty damn good, right? I mean, it's almost gen good, right? Pretty solid, right? So, while I'm holding on to the side of the bowl, I'm going to poke my holes, and then I'm going to restretch, okay? Now, remember, if you're using a stone bowl, let me show you one here. The wall of a stone bowl is quite a bit thicker than the wall of an 80-foot bowl, which I also use a lot. So you're going to have to remember that when you poke your holes, you're going to have to move a little bit further to the inside of the bowl because you don't want to start poking the rim, right? So just make sure you hold it. And, you know, some people are such perfectionists when it comes to their holes. Just put them in there. It's no big deal, you know. Just go ahead. And even if they're not exactly symmetrical, who cares? It's still going to smoke. So I just go ahead and just poke my holes. I usually do, depending on which bowl I'm using, one or two. I use 2 or 3 little circles. With this bowl, I'm going to use just 2 circles around the spire and then poke a center hole for the spire. That's all I'm doing. And it smokes great. But hey, you know, that's me. So you do what works for you. 1 center hole here. And even without restretching, it's not that bad. But I'm going to straighten that out because that's what I always do. I like it straightened out. So let me clean up my fork here. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. What do we got? Hey, Chris, how are ya? Long time no speak. All right, so restretch it. I'm going to show you what I got at the end here after it's restretched, okay? And it should look pretty good. With this foil, too, you can really put some pressure on it, not worry about tearing it, and it is really good. All right. So, I don't know if you can see. Look, they don't have to be 100% symmetrical. It will work. It's working. It's in there. Foil is good. It's not dipping. It's not creased. It looks good. And that's what we're going to use. And that's it. Don't go crazy. All right, the coals are 90% done. Let me flip them. And then we'll put this, I'm going to go put this back on the hookah, and then we'll come back and get the coals. And we should be good to go. All right. Oh, that's a bad coal. Check this one out. I got this coal here that's kind of split on the top. Check that one out. Should be all right, but you don't want to see coals like, look at that. That's not good. All righty. So, all right. So let's go take this and where is my, here it is. Grab that. Put it in the bowl. Let's go put this on the pipe. It says, you need to work on your rib job there, Bob. Yeah. All right. Get that on. Let me show you what we got. Flip the camera around and let's go get the coals. All right. Pretty good, pretty symmetrical. Looking good. Got my molasses catcher on there. And I'm not smoking on foil. I'm going to smoke with the Provost. And whatever works for you. I sometimes smoke on foil. If I do smoke on foil and I'm using flats, I usually stand the flats up on their sides, straight up, not flat on the bowl. It helps from overheating your tobacco, and then as it starts to burn down, then you can lay them flat. But initially, I stick them up on end. I learned that again from the one and only Arby at Atmosphere, who does that with his at his lounge. Works really, really well if you can go straight on foil. You can use that. You can use I've got the Flavor Saver from Hookah John. Whatever you want to use, you know, whatever works for you. It doesn't matter. You're not going to smoke Tangiers with any other HMD outside of Provost because it doesn't work. You can do it, but it's going to be strong and it's not going to taste good. So don't even go there. So use foil. That's what it's meant for. And if you really want to be, you know, a real Tangier person, you can use Tangier's charcoal. Okay, the silver tabs, which are really cool and they work really good. I just smoked with them yesterday. Okay, but the problem with these are you have to constantly, every about 15 minutes, add more tabs on. And they just light up on each other, so just lay it on top. You don't have to bring it back to you. I initially start them on the burner. In 2-3 minutes, they're burning. And then as they burn down, just throw another tab on the ones that are already burning, and you're good to go. So silver tabs work really good. And again, that was what Tangiers was meant to be used for. Very, very low heat, okay? So you don't scorch your tobacco. That's what Eric did when he made his tobacco. We all know that coconut coals work very fine as long as you heat manage your tobacco. If you heat manage, you're going to be okay. You put too high heat of coals, you're going to be in for some problems. Okay, Alexa, turn off hookah burner.
Okay.
All right, Alexa, turn off my hookah burner. All right, so let's go back and put these coals on. All right, turn the camera around and then we can sit and chat as it gets going here. All right. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3. All right. Set this up here so you can see it. Put that back. And what I usually do to get started here, I just put my lid on just a little bit like that until it gets cooking. If it gets too hot, I can take it off. Right? So that's all she wrote. All right. Again, here is the beautiful, beautiful Regal Hookahs. This one right here was my last Regal purchase. I actually got it directly at the Regal barn. I was with George hanging out, smoking, and I was with Neve and a few others, and that one caught my eye, and I absolutely fell in love with this one with the colors and the workmanship on that. So really, really nice. So, all right, let's turn the camera back. Chris says 5 months old today. Yeah, let's see. 5 months old today, man. Time flies. Wow, that's awesome. All right. Taylor, how are you? Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate you joining the live. So we're talking about Regal Hookahs and want to support, U.S. made products, especially George Johnson, the man who's been running the hookah chamber, helping save hookah. One day at a time for us, and again, I was telling people that here's the man right there. There's George, right there. There's George, right? Talking about everybody joining. We need to get everybody to join if you can. Become a member of the NHCA, which is the National Hookah Community Association. For as little as $10 a month, auto debited from your credit card, debit account, whatever you want there. You're helping support the people who are fighting with lawyers to protect our rights to smoke hookah, keep our flavors. So if you can do it, please join the NHCA, support the Hookah Chamber, go on their website on Facebook. You can check them out there and find out what's been going on these days. And so there's a lot of good stuff on there, a lot of good information. Stan says, man, on smoke and haze cucumberette in my hookah. Oh, I love the hookah too. All right, so let's see if we got a pull going here. Now, I don't know how loud this sounds to you, but it's not very loud. Let me show you. Show you the purge here. Not much smoke in the base yet, so we'll get a little bit more smoke in the base, and then we'll re-show the purge again so you all can see. It's kind of a nice little purge. I like it a lot. Let's see, Chris, yeah, baby is growing big. Yeah, it goes by so fast, Chris. It's amazing that my son turned 17, and I don't know where the time flies. My daughter's about to turn 21 in April, so I'm like, my head's spinning. Enjoy it while you can. Yeah, it's not that loud at all, Stan says. That's great. Great, great, great. See, it's not and I don't have the diffuser on it, so it's really not a very loud pipe. And it's got a really good draw to it. I love the draw in the Regal. It's perfect. It's open, but not like smoking air. As compared to, let's say, a German hookah as the MIG, which is wide open. This has got a little bit more restriction but it's still an open pipe, and I love it. I love the way this feels. You still know you're smoking a hookah, if you know what I'm talking about. A lot of people do like that feeling that they know they're smoking a pipe. I'm going to sit myself up a little bit. You know, my couch is not that good, and I'm a short dude. I think that's a little bit better. It's smoking great. Nothing's burning. There's no smoke coming out top, as you can see, so it's packed right. We don't have any smoke pouring out of the top. Looks really good. So 3 flats for me works really good in the Provost. I sometimes, and I use a lot of cubettes as well. And if I use the cubettes, I usually put 4 cubettes without a lid at all. Don't put any lid on, and it works great without burning the tobacco or scorching it. So what you all been up to these days, and are any questions on the Regals? Go ahead, hit me up. It's been a while since I've spoken with y'all. Let's see, I got water back today. I had been without water for 16 days from when the storm hit here in Dallas. My pipes froze the first night, even after having the faucet dripping. I guess that wasn't enough. I guess I needed to leave it streaming a little bit more. My pipes froze. Had the water shut down from the city pipe. And once we had 3 days in the upper 50s, they said it was good to turn the water on. As soon as I turned the water on, the pipe outside the house burst. And we had to shut the water down right away. And it took a while to get a plumber and get my plumbing fixed, but I do have water today. So a long time without water is very tough. I mean, I had electric the whole time, but man, 6 people, flushing toilets, trying to bathe, cook, drink. It was pretty tough. Wash clothes. I give my wife Olga a lot of credit for what she did to take care of all of us. Oh, I love bug powder. If you've never had bug powder, you got to get some. If you like cashmere, you will love bug powder. I'm not sure who's carrying it right now. 5 Star may have it. I know John doesn't. Go check them out. I saw them post in Insta with bug powder on it, so they may have some in. I'm not really sure. Stan says, man, living life. Got a promotion at work and chilling, working at home, and help teach my kids on virtual school. I hear you. You're a good man. Good for you. My kids were out of school last week because of the school closures. The pipes broke at the school, so they just went back today. Let's see. Always found the Regal to be a really restricted pipe, more so than the B2. If you're comparing it to a stimulation, hold on. Stimulation MIG Aeon, the Regal feels like a diffused KM, or is it just me? Laugh all that. No, it's not even close to a KM. It's pretty open pipe. I don't know, maybe you didn't have your water level right. I'm not really sure. I don't know if you can see my water level, but it's about 1 inch over the bottom of the down stem. That's all we got, about 1 inch. It's hard to see, but you just gotta put maybe about 1 inch above the down stem and you should be fine. It's a very open pipe. Definitely, not, open like the stimulation Aeon or MIG. But when I smoke those pipes, which they work great, it's a lot of air for me. I like to feel a little tug, just a little, but this is not even close to a KM. For me anyways. If Sam, if for you that's how it feels, then that's you. Everybody has their own views about something, so I'm not going to doubt that's how it feels to you. But just check your water level next time. That could be an issue. Maybe a purge ball, I don't know. Maybe you had it just right. It just maybe I don't know what happened. But like I said, all the great lounges that I go to all use Regals, and there's a reason. Everybody loves them. That's all Atmosphere has is Regals, and you can go to some other lounges like Oasis has other hookahs outside of Regals, but they have a lot of Regals and the same most place, you know, in Ontario, Velvet, they have Regals and other pipes, but they carry the Regals because people request them. They're just such a great pipe. Stan says, glad you survived. Thank you. Yeah, 16 days without running water was absolutely nuts, man. So it was crazy. Makes you realize the little things mean so much. When I finally took that first shower, I was like, oh my God, this was nice. And another blessing was I've been on vacation this whole time, so I've been able to help my family. So, I came home a day late to start my vacation because the storm started. I got stuck. Couldn't come home. But could my bass perhaps be, I'll use a Big Mac bass. Maybe I need to put it on a bell bass. Well, I've got, you could try a bell, but as you can see, I've got the rest of them on these Egermans here, okay? And they work just as well. This one works great too, but they all work really good. I don't have a problem with any of them. The style. Again, some basses can make a difference. I can tell you that. I had a bass that was so damn big that it brought in way too much water, and by the time I even just got the downstem an inch in the water, I had barely any room for for air. It was almost filled with water. The way the bass was made, I had that on one of my VZs, and I was like, man, the draw is tight on this VC, and I realized it's just that the bass had to be filled with so much water just to get to the downstem, that when I changed it and put a different bass on it, it made a world of difference. So try that. It could be a bass issue. So I'm not sure what your Big Macs, I know what they look like, but I don't know what yours looks like. But yeah, try a different bass. You could try a bell. I mean, the Regals look great on bells, and do that. Just make sure you have the downstem just about that much, into the water, about an inch. That's it. That's all you need. Let me show you the purge. Let's take a look at this. It blows 360 all the way around the crown of the purge. So that's how it purges. It comes out in a 360-degree angle, which is really cool. Again, it's hard anodized aluminum, the heart. And with anodized aluminum, it can get scratched if you're not careful. But as you can see, I don't have any scratches on any of mine, but I baby my pipes. And you all know I got a lot of pipes. But I take care of all of them the same. Even the cheap ones I take care of. I've got cheap ones too. Shit, I still have my old little Starbuzz pipes, and they still work. And they have their uses. When I'm somewhere where I'm worried about a pipe maybe getting broke outside, I'll take one of my cheap ass ones that I know I don't really care. And they do the job. So Adam, how are you? Thanks for joining. Derek, how are you, my brother? Nice to see you. So I've got a few new people jumping on here. Again, I'm going to keep harping on this. Support the Hookah Chamber. Go on their Facebook page. Check them out. Also, if you can, join the NHCA. And if you can, become a member of the National Hookah Community Association. Become a monthly donor, which is the minimum is $10 a month, which is 2 Starbucks coffees for the week. I mean, not a big deal. You're helping people, pay the lawyers to help protect our rights to do what we love. And remember that NHCA is a great organization. It's helped and sponsored by many of our vendors. So we need to help them fight the people who are trying to take away our rights. And we want to thank George Johnson, especially, who is tireless in working to help save the hookah community, especially on the West Coast. And that the man, besides running the Regal barn and Tangiers and the chamber, he's a busy man, but he gets it all done. And I give a huge shout out to George. But anyways, check out the website. I have to put it out there one more time. burning good. And again, I don't need to even take the lid down. It's half on. I am not smoking at all. As you can see, the heat is perfect. If it was burning, you'd see a lot of smoke coming out of the top there of the Provost, and there's no smoke coming out. So I know, and I can feel it. It's not too hot, so it's doing its thing. And didn't take very long to pack that bowl, and was foiled pretty damn good. And you know, if you like to use a toothpick, whatever you like to use to poke your hose, whatever is fine. But remember, Tangiers needs airflow and low heat. So poke enough holes or large enough holes, and make sure the heat is not too high, and you'll have a great bowl of Tangiers. Good dude, just making dinner. Derek says, awesome. Yeah, well, let's see, times it's going on 8 o'clock here. We had dinner already. I made Italian baked ziti tonight with a garlic mozzarella bread. So we ate good here tonight. So it was real good dinner here at the Galuscio residence. But anyways, does anybody have any more questions before I wrap up this live on the Regal products? Again, great products. You can get the basic wood Regals. You know, you can get a Prince from Hookah John right now at $215, plus you use his HJ 15, and you'll get 15% off on top of that. It's a great starting point for you to jump into the Regals, or if you want to get something bigger. There are a lot of other vendors that carry it. Hookah Shisha's got it, 5 Stars got Regals. There's quite a few vendors out there that do carry the Regal products. And if you want something custom like my resin ones, just contact George Johnson directly at Regal, and he'll build something for you. Just tell him your ideas. It may take a little while to get to you, but he's going to make it phenomenal, and you're going to fall in love with the beauty and the design of his pipes. Derek's like, yeah, I eat at weird times, 9 p.m. here. Yeah, I know you're out on the East Coast, so that's okay. Whatever works, you know? Just like hookah, whatever works. Whatever is good for you. That's all that matters. Stan says, can you post a link to the Hookah Association? Absolutely. When I'm done with this live, come back to where it's posted, and I'll have a link posted up there for anybody who wants to join. Again, it's a really, really good way of supporting this hobby we love. And these people really, really need our support to help fight the legal battles that are going on with all these flavor bans and stuff. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for joining Smoking with Bob, the Regal Hookah edition. We appreciate you. Miss you all. Be safe. Be kind to each other. And love you all. And we'll talk to you again on another episode of Smoking with Bob. Take care now.